And good evening, everybody. It's another Monday night, and we're here for divine message or messages from the divine feminine. And this week, Nancy and I welcome Jane the pickled seeker. She's like, I'm
Yeah.
going to regret saying that, Heather. But we were
Oh my.
telling Jane shared her age with us, and we were like, what? And she goes, oh, I'm just pickled. I'm like, okay. So I have two of my lovely crone ladies here with me to do oh, I'm hearing an echo. Let me check my phone. Make sure that my volume is all the way down.
All my volumes are down.
Okay. And sometimes it just gets funky that way with
Yes.
the internet. So we have Beth Aspasia rising in the chat, and she says, I'm drinking hot chocolate with ashwagandha. So if I
Oh.
stop mid sentence, it's because I've fallen asleep. And I told her, well noted.
All right.
And Lynn Hayes is here. Hello, my dear. Hello to my favorite three divine feminines. Oh, if you're doing readings, please include me. I am focusing on my goddesses and divine feminine. Thank you so much. Well, you are right there on the list, my dear, because we are going to be doing just exactly that. And people are Lindsay! Oh my goodness, girl! I haven't seen you in a while. One of my buddies that lives about I think Lindsay, you're only like what 20 minutes from me, and I haven't seen you in a few years. We keep saying every time I do a live, we gotta get together, and then we keep like, yeah, and then life gets in the way. Really quick, Beth says, Nancy, love your hair, newish, like a flapper.
Oh yes. Yes, I'm playing around with it a little bit. As
There
it
we go, having some fun.
Thank you for noticing.
Maybe we can get some pastel color streaks or something too to go with the sweater or the shawl that you're
Mm.
wearing. That would be fun too. Sylvia, Colorful Foresight is here. Hello, Sylvia. And Ben Ryan. Hello, Ben. Aw, three of
And
my favorite tarot ladies. Oh, you're so sweet. Um, and Sylvia says, I am ready for some divine feminine motivation. Me too. Hey, girl. Hey. Here's Allison. Aries Girl Tarot. She's going to be on in about an hour or two with Gerald and I think it's the Unfiltered and
Oh
yes,
Caffeinated.
yeah.
caffeinated
Caffeinated and
until
unfiltered.
Unfiltered, yep. So that's going to be on tonight shortly. And Beth says, I've been working with Bridget actually. No, Bridget. Actually, I've always worked with Bridget, but now it's in bulk. Yes, it is. That's what Nancy and I were talking about too backstage that we just had in bulk. And Beth, I haven't put her picture away since I did that one show last week. I still have her on my altar table here. So I think she wants to be around for a while, and I got my Bridget's cross over there. So yeah, that energy is definitely still around. The goddess and her fiery smithing and her cauldron, just like Caradwin.
Mm.
So, and Elsa says, hello, ladies, just home from work, about to start dinner. Well, enjoy dinner. Thanks for spending time with us. And Lindsay says, about that, we need to catch up. Oh, okay. So some stuff must be going on. I gotcha. Fatima, hello, my dear. And I'm sure Odelia is going to be joining us shortly as well. The two sisters usually pop in together. Um, so already, wow, 11 in chat. Heather, I use the tarot. Here, let me. Tarot de Saint Croix, Goddess Oracle and Tarot for my work with Bridget. I haven't heard of that, but it sounds beautiful. I love the different expressions and representations of people's idea of what Bridget would look like, and just so many different artists' interpretations I've seen of her over the years since my 20s when I first started learning about the goddesses. Do you remember? I don't know if you do, Nancy. I don't know if you do, Jane, but DJ Conway had a book out called Mother, Maiden, and Crone. And there was a book on pretty much all the goddesses that were mainstream at that time. Do you remember that from the 80s? Maiden, Mother, and Crone. Wish I
I
still
I
had it.
have the book. Does it have a green cover?
Well, the one that I'm sure it's had different covers over the years. I remember having the original, well, one of the original ones
Mhm.
that came out in 88 or 89, but it had, it was blue and it had like the triple
Oh,
goddess on it. So,
mm.
um, so ladies, Jane, you are our guest. What is going on with you? What would you like to share? Anything? You brought your angels.
I brought the angels. They're in it. And then okay. I was telling, I always feel like my angels, my spirit team is connected to my back, and it's like they have a thing of balloons. And I always say that, and then whichever one I need or whatever, then that one comes forward. And so Cash Peters apparently had the same idea because he made a
Oh,
cup of me and my spirit team.
let's see
Aw.
that. Oh, how
So, and
cute.
and then it says, don't worry about my, it says something amazing is going to happen to me today. I
Oh,
have
that
like,
is wonderful.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
I have like 5 Cash Peters mugs, and my husband's like, do
I
we
didn't
have
even know
enough
he made
mugs now?
mugs.
I'm telling you, he does. And I'm like, if Gerald starts selling mustache mugs, we're going to be in really big trouble here.
You mean this one right here? This
Yeah, that one
troublemaker
right
that just
there.
popped in?
Yep.
Troublemaker? Who? Me? No, of course not. Having dinner lurking. Oh, enjoy dinner. And JR also joined us. Welcome, JR. Um, so, was there anything special spiritually that you wanted to discuss, Jane, about your experiences with the divine feminine? I know you said that you really don't work with goddesses, that you tap more into the angels. So, is there any female energy or feminine energy based angels that you really like working with more, or are part or more part of your circle, your spiritual team?
You know, I I don't feel like I have that much that much control over it. But I will say, because I don't feel like angels have um are male or female. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes they are, it's like,
Yeah, how they present themselves. Yeah.
yeah. But I growing up, when I used to see angels around my bed, and then I wasn't allowed to, because they were like, my parents were like, they're, no, you're not seeing things. So, okay, I'm not seeing things. So I had a sister who passed away before I was born, and she passed away as a baby from SIDS. She would
Oh,
have been 8 or 9 years old, 8 years older than me, 7 years older than me. And uh I used to she came and was my angel, my guardian angel for the longest time, and she probably still is my guardian angel. Although I know that she's incarnated right now. She's
Yeah.
in a lifetime. But she can be in both places. But she has told me she's in a lifetime. So that's interesting. And that's not something I often share.
That's beautiful. Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
yes.
We
Yeah.
appreciate that. That's one of the things that I love about my chats and my chatters is that we can, it's a safe space for people to come. You know, there's no drama, there's no shenanigans. Everybody is very supportive, kind, loving, and just like this, Beth shared with us. I'm super happy because my dog's mole biopsy is benign.
Oh,
Yay for the fur
wonderful.
baby.
Ah,
So that is wonderful. Thank you for sharing that, Beth. I bet you must be so relieved. I have several, so you know, I can't imagine. And hello, Care Bear. Thank you for joining us as well. Um, Anything that you want to share, Nancy?
I'm just happy to be here.
Scene two. I am too. I'm happy to be here with you, lovely ladies.
Me too.
So, and Jackie, Jackie
Jackie
Jacaranda.
Jacaranda.
Hello, my dear. Thank you. You are always up so late, my dear. Thank you for being here.
I know, I don't
I
think she ever
appreciate it.
sleeps.
I don't think she does. I don't. Jackie, you
She's
need to get some rest, sweetheart. But But sometimes Jackie in Ireland, Jackie's Crystal Moon, sometimes she says she has a hard time being up, and I'll get a message sometimes from her at different hours. So, but yeah, much love to all of our peeps over across the pond and
Yes.
elsewhere. And she says, yes, it really is time for a special trip to, oh, Starbucks for a pup cup.
I thought you already
Oh,
did that.
yes.
Yeah, my dog Piper, when we lived in Flagstaff, we had a Baskin Robbins, and Shannon and I would go, to get a scoop every now and then. And sometimes we'll go there right after going to the dog, coming from the dog park. And the minute we pulled into the parking lot, she knew where she was. She knew she was getting her little cup of vanilla ice cream, and I bring it down. She's like, so yeah, the minute we started pulling up or in or around that area, she knew. She was smart.
Yeah.
She knew she was going to get her little vanilla ice cream. Hello, Isadora. Good to see you, my dear. So, as always, we do messages from the Divine Feminine. So, I'm just going to put that in there. I do already have Lynn Hayes had asked for one. So, if anybody would like to have a message, go ahead and put me in the caps. That would be most wonderful. And Sharon Rue. Yes, Sharon, I was just thinking about you yesterday. Oh my goodness, it's so good to see you, hon. Thanks for popping in. Oh, and Michelle is here. And Michelle, we were talking about you earlier. Are you bringing Parvati with you today? We're looking to see if we're going to be getting any messages from her. So okay, let me I always get so excited when I see people in chat I haven't seen in a while. So don't mind me. So Ben, I got you. Lindsay. Okay, let's see. And Sharon, me. Okay. Oh, and Gerald just had to
Out
hashtag
near.
overachiever there. Out near. Oh my goodness. And please, you're welcome. Thank you. Speaking of the wonder of pets, my cat just jumped in my microwave when I opened it. Yeah, he doesn't want to be in there, especially not. But yeah, our cats are our fur babies. They're something else. Life would be boring without them. Let me tell you. And hello, Kari. Good to see you, my dear. Oh my goodness, we have 23 people in chat right now. This is wonderful. JR, I have you. And Michelle says, it's Parvati's Day. Oh, is it really? Okay, so we'll put you in there. And hello, Jay from Majestic Oracle. Hello, my dear. How are you? Good to see you. Oh, your cat is a tortie. Oh my goodness, I had a tortie before. They are so beautiful. They all are, but torties are just something else. Let me tell
I
you.
call that tortitude. Your cat has
Tortitude. There you go.
fortitude.
Yep. I like that tortitude.
Fortitude.
So we have 3. So I'm going to go ahead and I've been enjoying doing random. So if you have to leave chat, just let us know and I will take your me out of the list if you have to go because life happens. And that way, when we go to call, I'll know whether or not you are here. And Sharon says, my cat Merlin is a cog, a cat who thinks he's a dog. That's cute. All righty. So let me see. Who are we going to? I have not read for Sharon in a long time. So Sharon, we'll get you up in there. Okay. Whoop. Boy, this chat is jumping, trying to make sure I don't time anybody out or block anybody. And Care Bear says, yes, tortitude. I want a t-shirt.
Right.
Okay, so for Sharon, I am going to go and stop on a page for my Goddess Days book. It's 365 goddesses, one for each day of the year. And hello, Kristen Louise. We were talking about you earlier too about deck creators being on our channels and visiting us. And yeah, Nancy and I were talking about you and your beautiful deck backstage. So good to see you. And ooh, now this is interesting. So Sharon, I got for you Callie Berry. I have never heard of Callie Berry. Know thyself is a wise guidance. Know thy mother is wiser still. The Irish goddess of weather and spirit of the lakes is none other than the supernatural Irish crone who turns the wheels of time and reminds us that what goes around comes around again and again and again in an endless cosmic spiraling spin. Callie Berry is said to have protected the lakes from being drained, and in so doing, she provided life-giving waters to her people. She is most powerful, most beloved grandmother of moisture. So she's the grandma of moist.
Thanks,
Too bad
Grandma.
Yeah. Too bad I didn't have that thing that Gerald puts up. Let's all say the word moist. So yeah, she is the grandma of moist. What have you done for me lately? Callie Berry snarls in a down-to-earth, cranky crone tone. She is fiercely protective of one of the most sacred of all elements, water, and wants your undivided attention. Water, earth, fire, and air are the basic elements. Callie Berry puts water first, as did the ancient philosophers. The letter M, Ma, is the graphic symbol representing water or waves. Water is often the metaphor for mother love, which includes tenderness, tender touch, closeness, and kindly feelings. What are your feelings for your mother, the woman who gave you life through her own body? Do you have unresolved issues that seem to drain the love from your relationship? How do you express your love for her? The crone of life is demanding that you get in touch with your mother, your mothering, for valuable information about who you are. And your affirmation, Sharon, for Callie Berry is I think about my mother in loving ways today. I'm grateful for her gifts.
Oh,
And that's who you got, my dear. And she goes, hey, I am Irish. Yes, you are. And hello, Gypsy JJ. Good to see you. Making sure I didn't miss anybody else coming in. Haha, not a grandma yet. I am a Pisces, so water. That fits. Colorful foresight. I don't think I have ever heard grandma and moist at the same time.
you
Oh,
heard it here
yes.
first,
You
everybody.
heard it here first. And she says, I adore my mother. I still miss her.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And hello, Serena. So, Jane, are you all? Oh, I went to go put, and there you are. So I guess
Well,
so.
here I am. I guess I'll go. All right. So this it's really interesting because this goes with the goddess that Heather picked for you, I believe, because well, I didn't just I okay. I'm doing this a little bit differently. I got the ever unfolding rose, and this is cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Okay, so your heart space is being cracked open. It's happening not to you, but for you. Oh, really? That's so cool. And this is transformation. Be open to change. So I feel like these two, they're from a different deck. So that they're both talking about this change that's coming in for you. And in transformation, I'll just give you the affirmation. It says, I am happy to do the work that is necessary to change my life for the better. And then your very last card, which is an angel, is higher consciousness. So I think that's what's going on. It's you're cracked open, you're transforming, you're ascending. This is all just ascension. So I'm wondering, are you having any sort of ascension symptoms? Ears ringing, tummy upset, things like that, because it looks like you're ascending.
Yep, she says she kicked her butt lovingly.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah,
All
so
right.
that's what I got for you.
All right. Thank you, Miss Jane.
You're welcome.
Miss Nancy.
The goddess that I got for you is one of the goddesses of the wheel, and it is Domnu. Look at that whale. And it says, she takes you deep into yourself, teaching you to flow with the strongest emotions and allowing you to express them. She brings you fertile ideas, compassion, and love by washing away the dross and making room for healing.
That's beautiful.
It is beautiful, isn't it? I love whales.
Hmm. Especially the sounds that you hear them make.
Oh, yes.
And were you done before I switch out?
Yes.
Okay. So Sharon also said, yes, you are right on, Jane. I have the symptoms. Yeah. And you're right, Care Bear. Yep. And an ocean of emotions. Mm-hmm. We're all a drop in that big,
Yes.
vastness of Mother Earth and her oceans. Okay, Gypsy, I will add you. We are really jumping tonight. Beautiful card. Thank you, she said, Nancy. All righty, let's see. Who else have we not read for? No, oh, I haven't read for Serena in a while. So Serena will be up next. Ooh, Serena, I've got a bunch of decks here. Which one? Oh, okay. And thank you again, everybody, for spending your Monday evening with Nancy, Jane, and I. You are so much appreciated and loved. We appreciate your support. This is different. Are y'all ready, Nance? Well,
let's see. I got I need just a little more time because I don't think that was what it was supposed to be.
And Sharon said, thank you, ladies. You are welcome. And hello, Shazad. Welcome. Okay, Mara, I'll keep adding names. I don't know if we'll be able to get to everybody, but thank you for joining us. We are up to 12. Yeah. So ladies are shuffling. So I'm going to go ahead and Serena, let me just take this down really quick. So I got the council. So for me, listen to your guides. You have a group of guides. They're referring to, at least in this deck, as the council. So if there's a certain main group of guides that you work with, they want you to pay attention. They've been sending you messages, or this is going to be the message they want you to hear. Again, more with water. I got flow, and see how she's playing with the flow in between her hands. So taking the time to go with the flow. Don't fight the currents. You have that power in your hands right now. Also here, oh, it's kind of hard to see, but there's also the universe that's reflected into there. So again, you have the energy of the universe behind you. You have the ability to manifest and to manipulate the flow. Okay, there's currents. That's interesting. There's current situations that you need to let go of and go with the flow, and know that by releasing that flow and giving it to the universe, things will play as they're supposed to. I also got the moon card, so they want you to start paying attention possibly to how you feel with the moon cycles. Start tapping into maybe this is when their messages are clear to you, or this is when your abilities are stronger, but start tapping into some moon energy. And I also end with the circle, and this is bringing everything into balance, coming circle, connecting with people in your tribe that are there to help support you. All these different hands coming together, and you're that beautiful space, that little compass right in the middle. So there is that circle. They're circling. Yeah, they are encircling around you. Pay attention to the moon. This is interesting because the council with the moon, we got the full moon in here. We got the moon card, and I have the circle. So pay attention to the cycles of your life right now, including the moon. And I'll end it there and see what the other ladies have.
I have something that goes right with, I mean, it's
Okay.
remarkable. This is the card of surrender. Look at this card and what Heather was saying.
It's beautiful.
Look at the moon and the lotuses, but look at the girl that's on the back of the, I'm not sure what it is.
It's it almost looks like a whale or a dolphin.
Yeah, she's blindfolded, and look at how she's got her arms out. And this is the card of surrender. And it says, experience the attitude of surrender. Let go of resistance, fears, and pains. Put trust in yourself and others and in life. Do not control the manifestation. Accept whatever comes. Respect natural times. Continue to listen. Stay open. Exercise empathy towards yourself and do not judge.
It's beautiful.
Isn't that beautiful?
Mm-hmm.
I love that. And I love the lotuses. And I love the way she's trusting.
Mm-hmm. Trust it, go with the flow. Beautiful. Thank you, Nancy.
And I'm sitting there, I'm bobbleheading over here.
There you go. We need a Jane bobblehead. We can hold it with the hair and
no. Okay. What I got for you is, this is very, very interesting. It really goes along with what everybody was saying. So from Mary Magdalene, it says, emerging from the shadow, reveal what is hidden. So we are emerging from the shadow, revealing what is hidden. What is hidden? Our inner child. Our inner child is hidden deep down inside of us. It may be hurt, it may be wounded, but we get to come out of ourselves, emerge from ourselves, our inner child. Why is our inner child emerging for you, Scorpio Mama? Because it is time to play. So come out of the shadows, be who you truly are. Love this inner child of yours and just come out and play. Take time to play. It says, make time to dance and play. And it says the poem, there's a poem with this. It's from Rumi. It says, dance when you're broken open. Dance if you've torn the bandage off. Dance in the middle of fighting. Dance in your blood. Dance when you're perfectly free. And that's from Rumi. And your I'm not going to read the whole darn book, but your mantra, should you choose to accept it, is, I am in love with life. There is always time to play, always time for fun, always time for love.
That's beautiful. And Sarita says, I've been full of anxiety and questioning my choices. This really hit the heart. Thank you, ladies. You're welcome, my dear. That was beautiful. I love Rumi.
Oh, yeah.
I actually have a book on a book of his poems. So beautiful. And Jay said, I just realized that was Jane's cat bathing behind her. I did too, Jay. I looked up and the cat's legs up and
Yeah.
Annabelle, get your foot down.
I love cats. I would be so lost without them.
There's people.
She's an exhibitionist, Mom.
Takes after her mother. Oh, I'm still full. Just joking.
Yeah.
I can't lift my leg that high.
So I want to go ahead and pull cards for Shahzad, because he or she has been in my channel multiple times, and we haven't had time to be able to pull cards for them. So I would like to go ahead and Shahzad, if you don't mind, are you he, she? How would you? So that I'm respectful. That we're respectful.
Someday.
And JR's like, oh, I see now. And she says, thanks. Okay. Okay. Ooh, what deck do I go to? Here, let's go to this one. Cat fancy for sure. Oh, so Shazad, you're a he. Okay, that's fine. Everybody, needs to learn how to reconnect with the goddess.
Well,
She's in all of us.
the divine masculine and feminine.
Hmm. Oh, you're from Houston. Okay.
Houston, we have a problem.
I
Ooh.
uh,
Are you ready?
I am. I pulled from the Sacred Hags Oracle for you, Shahazad. It is the season of the Cauldron Keeper. And this is what it says. Grandmother speaks. It is the card of brewing. It's a pity how often we take for granted the miracle of brewing. There's such magic in the slow stirring, in that sacred moment when the spices mash and all those lone ingredients lose their unique identities and are swallowed by a new wholeness. Ours is a soft journey of becoming, and even now we are being stirred so patiently by that old mother, by that cauldron keeper. Tell me, what is dissolving in your world now? What is being born? What single ingredients have lost their shape and forgotten their names now? The sacrifice has been a good one, I think. The brew will be a hearty one, I know. And the morning ritual that this card suggests is face the east and sink your consciousness low in your body. Imagine that your pelvic bowl is a cauldron and begin to stir your hips slowly in a clockwise direction. Permit your wrists to spiral as they will. Roll your neck, trace your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Surrender to the stirring. This is a body prayer of trust, of faith, that a good brew takes time. Whisper these words aloud now while you move, repeating them for as long as you have. The cauldron keeper is stirring me wild. All is coming, all is here, and so it is.
That's beautiful. Thank you, Nancy. Jane, are you still pulling?
Nope, I got it.
Okay.
All right. So, hello. So happy to have you here and to read for you today. I got some interesting cards for you, so I wanted to pull a tarot just for a clarification. What I have is, if you've been feeling a lot of energy, a lot of weird, different kinds of energy, if you've been doing like something doesn't feel right, or maybe all of a sudden everything feels good, everything's falling into place. So either one of those two ways we can look at this. So this is the Pleiadian activation, coming together, harmony in the heavens, and resolution. So it's a nice portal there.
Ooh.
So I would, this again, it's coming together, harmony in the heavens, resolution. Again, if you're feeling some ascension type symptoms, ringing in the ears, stomach upset, things like that. Because also I got the temple of truth, throat chakra, authenticity, and self-expression. So no matter what you are doing, be yourself, be a pillar of truth, and represent yourself as exactly as who you are. And I pulled a tarot card for you, and I got the Magician. So you get to make this stuff happen. You get to settle into this energy and resolve into the harmony of the heavens, and stand in your truth, because the truth, that's your throat chakra. You want to, throat, this is where the truth lies, and you've got the Magician, so you get to make it happen. Okay.
Wow.
That's what I got for you.
Okay, I love going to finish this up. Shazad, I have the goddess Ishtar, and she's about communion. And it says here, your intimate relationship with the invisible world is being called upon right now as you enter unfamiliar environments and situations. The world then becomes your oracle as it opens up and communicates everything you need in the form of signs, omens, and messages. Now is the time to pay attention to synchronicities and those moments when logic and reason fail to give you the full picture. The Mesopotamian goddess Ishtar reminds you of the time in her ancient temples when her priestesses served as oracles, communicating with the goddess and imparting wisdom to the people who sought guidance. Look at everything in your life as an opportunity for communion, losing the need for self centeredness, connecting to Source in a sacred, intimate way. You engage the great goddess as a partner in co creation, participating in the making of worlds. No one needs to rescue you when you act empowered, aware, and awake to the wondrous miracle you're a part of. So that's your message for today. And what's interesting is her number is 23, 2 and 3 is 5, and today is February 5th. And we're at the 5 o'clock hour. So those are some numbers for you right there too. So glad to finally be able to do a reading for you, Shazad. Thank you. I do meditation at 3 a.m. Wow. And it says, thank you a bunch, ladies. I feel humbled. Oh, you're welcome. All righty. Woo! These messages are rocking.
Mhm.
Okay, so let me just kind of go through here, make sure that people we have already read for. Okay, so let's see. Let's go with Gypsy JJ.
All right.
All right. Yeah, Kristen, I know 3 a.m. That's like some monk dedication.
Yeah.
Hey, Tom, early ritual is here. Hey, buddy, send me an email. We got to do a show yet together. Team Depeche in the house. People are like, what? Next time Hershey does her team scavenger hunt, Tom and I are Team Depeche. So we're going to be teaming up together. So that's my teammate right there.
Heather, do you see what I'm holding?
Oh, I love it. Just for you, Gerald. Well, Gerald wears one on his shirt now. So yeah, that's a lot of fun. Every time I see a bluebird, I think of Gerald. I really do. I love it.
Tom's like, stop it.
It's a bluebird. Are you ladies ready? Nope. Okay.
I was too busy playing with my bird.
Okay, so Gypsy, let me just take this down really quick. Gypsy, I got the crowning. Initiation, thresholds, birth, rebirth, a seat at the table. So you are in the process of rebirthing something. And you are being supported. These are statues from the Hathors in Egypt. And you are birthing something new. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a baby. It's the crowning. Something that you have been wanting to bring forth is starting to show, it's starting to come, it's starting to show its crown. This could be your crown chakra opening up, receiving more messages. This could be a project or there's something. Let me look at the next one, the reunion. So, okay, so the other card is soul recognition, collaboration, partnership, and friendship. So something that you have been working with another person. I got the reunion. So this crowning, this rebirthing, this is something that is starting to manifest through a collaboration with another individual, a seat at the table. So it's the coming together, and this could be your spirit guides. You're working down, sitting with your spirit guides and working on developing what you want to manifest, what you want to birth and bring into reality. into your life at the moment, or this could be a physical individual. But either way, you are surrounded by that beautiful blossoming flowers. You have, the goddesses surrounding you, divinely guiding you. And I love this. It's a door, but it also looks like a heart, and with the flower, with the waters just flowing through. It's really a beautiful card. Um, so yeah, it feels like this might be like a spiritual rebirth. You've been through some painstaking life situations. You have been working. Well, we all have to work through traumas, but it just feels like with the crowning, it was like it's been a real labor of love, something that you've really been working on. You're bringing it forth. You're doing this collaboration. This could even be a collaboration with yourself. You're returning to yourself. Your reunion. You're coming back to yourself and discovering all the potential that you have, that you can bring forth into the world. And I'm going to leave it at that. And I'll see what one of the other ladies has to say. And hello, Jonathan. Good to see you. So I'm just going to go ahead and put Nancy in.
Okay, I apologize, but what is the name of the person?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Gypsy. Gypsy JJ.
I couldn't remember because after I had difficulty finding this in the book. The card that I drew for you, Gypsy, is Pachamama. Wait a minute. Reciprocity.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm having trouble with my words today.
Reciprocity.
I know that.
If I scratch your back, you scratch mine.
Yeah. Bear with me. I'm having a moment.
That's okay.
Pachamama. I love this because it says, as Earth Mother of the Andean indigenous people, Pachamama's body is your body too. Inhabitants of the Pacha time place include the rocks, the waters, the sun and the moon, the stars, the plants, animals, and people. Here, all such beings are equally alive, have agency, and relate to one another through mutual nurturance. And the second card that I pulled from another deck was the seedling. I can pronounce that. And this is what it says, because the two cards go together. Sow a precise intention at the right time of the year, tend to it, and make it bear fruit. Respect the times of nature, the wheel, and the seasons, and the existential changes. So these, I think, are cards of growth for you, Pachamama, and the seedling.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Oh, I'm up. Like my bird.
Yes, you are.
JJ.
Yes.
There's my bird. Okay.
She's giving you bird.
You can sit a little bird there. Okay. A little birdie told me that you are to love yourself, love every bit of you, love everything about you and all the animals, because you are magic. You are the night. You are made up of all these things. Neil deGrasse, whatever, that
deGrasse Tyson. Yeah. Neil deGrasse.
astronaut guy. He talks about how there's certain things in the atmosphere, in the universe, and there's 4 elements that make up like everything or something, and humans have those 4 elements. So that song, we are stardust, we are golden, it's true. We have stardust inside of us. Okay, so we are made of the stars. So therefore, you are to love yourself, and love yourself completely, all the bits of you, okay? And even the little, like the badgery parts, and your wisdom. And then it's interesting because also balance, love your light and your dark, okay? So love all of it. Love yourself in balance. Love the all of you. And again, What are we doing, everybody? Ascension. And right when I pulled that card up, it said, yes, it said 4444. Yeah, Joni Mitchell was ahead of her time. She knew that. She knew we were Stardust. Yeah, so it's ascension time for you as well. We're all doing this thing together, like they say, we're all just walking each other home. Well, I think we're all just ascending together. It feels that way. And but for you, Gypsy JJ, for you to get there, to really ascend, is to let go of these self-limiting thoughts of yourself and to love yourself truly and completely and in balance and in all sides of you.
Ooh, beautiful.
So
I
you
love
get to
that.
go right there. Yeah.
Love that card. And I've seen one response from Gypsy, and she says, Pachamama, that is her indeed. So as soon as I see any other, I will let you know. So up next, let's do Lynn. Are you still here, my dear? There are a lot of people on our list today. So thank you, everybody, for patiently waiting and hanging out. Hello to my 3 favorite divine feminines. So, Lynn, I hope you're still in chat, my dear. I don't have a courtesy phone.
Both sides now. Such a good song, Ben.
Hi, Miss Moonlight. So, I don't know if Lynn is still here. Well, we can still pull. Oh, yep, there she is. I'm here. There's Lynn. All right. Let me just make that a little smaller. All right.
I have a card for Lynn.
Okay.
I have a goddess for Lynn.
Ooh.
Mahat. And this is the card of truth, Lynn. And this is what it says about Mahat. Let's see, there we go. There. The empowerment message is there is great power in telling the truth and allowing it to lead you to higher ground. It's only when we refuse to see the reality of a situation that we lose our power to co-create for the highest good. The Egyptian goddess Mahat comes to remind you that if you are willing to do a fearless self-inventory and live authentically with rigorous honesty, it will lead you to great success in all areas of your life. Being completely transparent with others, although it might at first feel too vulnerable, is exactly what you need to do now. When you do this, you will be flooded with the power to claim and experience a new freedom and a new happiness that will pour over you like a wild, sweet honey. Your life is exactly where it needs to be. This is a wonderful time of empowerment choice making. You are doing all the right things if you follow the invitation of Mahat to live fearlessly in truth. As the arbiter of balance and divine order, she reminds you of the great value of this way of being. So that's the message for you, Lynn.
That's beautiful.
Isn't it beautiful?
Speaking your truth, yes. Thank you. And really quick, Gypsy JJ said, thank you, goddesses. I loved all these words and cards. Y'all are marvelous darlings.
Oh.
Thank you. So let me give you over to Jane. And this is Lynn.
Hi, Lynn. Lynn, this is what they got going on for you. The message for you is to be still. Oh yes, Joni Mitchell needs to go on the playlist. So the message is right now, in the stillness is where you will find transformation and change.
Ooh.
So what they're saying is, I really feel, I don't know how much you meditate or what you do for your own spiritual beingness and for your own growth. Do whatever suits you best, but do that thing. And And the thing about when we change and transform, whether we change locations, from one state to the next, or whether we change internally or our mindset, it takes us a little while to get used to the change. And the change feels weird. It's like, this is not normal. This is not right. So what they're saying is the change is coming, whether you want it or not. You are having transformation. So just go there in the stillness. And you even look at yourself in the reflection of you as a swan.
Oh,
That's beautiful.
yeah.
So don't be afraid and go for it. There is no bad can come from change. Well, that's not true, but this is a very positive change.
Sometimes change is inevitable, and once we, that we become accustomed,
Yeah.
and we see the growth, the potential in it. And Lynn said, "Wonderful, Nancy. As a crone, I have a few filters and sometimes too truthful. And then as soon as I see her response for you, Jane, I'll pop that up there." And so, Lynn, I have from the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed, I have 5 of air, which is typically the 5 of swords. And the 5 of swords is that basically a card that represents like a sense of defeat, of kind of like, who basically, won the battle, who, gets to stay, who gets to walk away. With her deck, I love how she has that, while she has all these birds flying around her, kind of like a distraction, she keeps her balance. So there's been some tension, but you are keeping your balance. And there's this beautiful little string with the hoop on it. And I'm wondering if the artist meant for that to be kind of like hoops, jumping through hoops to keep the balance, to make people happy. Um, but still, the birds are all flying around her. Is the birds they're trying to distract her, or the birds that are trying to support her? But the important thing is that you're keeping that beautiful balance right on that string. Perfect tension, perfect balance. And the next card is the Page of Water, which is the Page of Cups. And we got a little mermaid there. And so the Page of Cups are all about the inner child, the messages of being more creative, having fun with your creativity, don't not being afraid of dreaming. So the 5 of air, the tension might have been feeling like, I don't know how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to make this happen, but know that you are the Page of Water. You have call upon that inner child, call on that little dreamer. In other decks, it's represents a young woman going to in search of the Holy Grail, in search of herself, of her true spirituality, her own identity of who am I, and finding just beautiful creative ways to tap into that, just like you did with the balancing. So keeping that balance, making sure that you don't get distracted, and keep pursuing what it is that you love, that's calling to that inner child of yours to come forward. And I'll leave that at that. I hope that resonated. Oh, you must dash for dinner. Bye, Gerald. Sorry we didn't get you. Next time we will. And yes, change is always inevitable. And let's see, Jane, I have been working with Bridget and her swan, always changing. There you go. So beautiful.
Well, Lynn was talking about her crondom. When you get to be a crone, when you're really you're really slap dab in the middle of your crone years, you want to make it real. I mean, life at that point is too short to just pussyfoot around. And if you got to say something, say it and mean it, and make sure that's what you're supposed to say. But you know what I mean. It's not that illusion anymore. It's what it really is,
And up next is Lindsay. It's been a while since I read for Lindsay. And I see that Sylvia's still here. Oh, and I keep forgetting Ben is in England, so it's getting late this time. So after Lindsay, we're going to do, wait a minute, I thought I had Ben on the list. Yes. Ben, are you still here? After Lindsay, you'll be next. I keep forgetting that Ben is on the other side of the pond. So Lindsay, for your card, while the ladies are still pulling, do you want, I pulled from the goddess deck, and there's an empowerment and an alignment message. Which one do you feel drawn to? You are here. Okay, Ben, you'll be next, hon. Well, I'll go ahead. Actually, I'm just going to go right ahead and jump into the alignment, Lindsay. That's the one that's really calling me. So you got the goddess Aphrodite. It says romantic love, but a lot of times too enlightened. Well, it was empowered. Okay. We'll do a little bit of both, the empowerment and the alignment. So Aphrodite, she's the Greek goddess of romantic love, represents a state of ecstatic being that she now invites you to cultivate within. You can experience the world as a sensual, expressive creature, creative being, if you allow yourself the freedom to explore what this means for you. Perhaps this is a portent of a new partnering or a deepening of one you already have, or perhaps this is a time for you to claim this aspect of your nature, which may have lain dormant for a while. So your task, I'm going to jump to the alignment. Your alignment task is to stay present, release judgment, and see the treasure of what lies in front of you. You may discover something painful is actually a beautiful gift. Again, the message of change. Indeed, it could be exactly what you need to release the old patterns that no longer serve you. Be careful of the addictive quality of longing, yearning for elusive love, and fixation on desired outcomes. This only creates more of the energy of unmet desire, and you may find yourself unable to discern what is true. And I'll end with release expectations and attachments and simply see what arises. And that is your combined message there with the two aspects of that card. And let me give you over to closing my eyes. And who did I pick? Oh, I didn't pick anybody. It didn't work. Over to Jane.
All right, Lindsay. This is the message that they have for you. And bye, Sharon. See you Thursday. So first of all, the first person who came out was Archangel Michael, trusting heaven. So no matter what is going on in your life right now, Archangel Michael is there with you, and he wants you to trust in heaven. And it says, you are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. And the reason why I think this showed up for you, well, number one, and of course, if this does not make any sense to you, I'm sorry. Maybe it will in a couple weeks. I don't know. But trusting heaven, Archangel Michael came out first because you are going through some mountains. You are going through some challenges right now. It feels like there are some challenges that you're going through. But what you need to do is you need to stand your ground. And Archangel Michael gives you that sword that you can stand your ground. Okay. And I think that the only person really stopping you is you. I have the 5 of Swords here. Now, the 5 of Swords is, yes, you've won, but at what cost? Now you're all alone. Also, too, the 5 of Swords can be the bully. I'm wondering if you are bullying yourself. Many times when I get the bully card, it's because somebody is actually bullying themselves. So if you don't have somebody who's bullying you, who's challenging you, and this is you challenging yourself, or whatever it is, remember to call on Archangel Michael to trust in heaven. So whatever this situation is, the mountains, this struggle, if this is you telling yourself, not being, bullying yourself, or if somebody else is bullying you, stand your ground and trust in Michael. Either one, take it either way.
Wow. Yeah, I think that's going to resonate with her. Yes, she says it's probably me challenging myself. No outside bullies.
Yeah, that's usually what it means for
All right,
me.
thank you, Jane. That was for me. That was a spot on because I know Lindsay for a few years now. So yeah.
Lindsay, I have for you the Lady of Avalon. She brings you introspection, magic, transformation, connection, inspiration, unconditional love. She looks at your inner wounds and brushes you with her healing touch. Isn't she beautiful?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I have for you.
Oh, thank you, Nancy. Oh, wow. Yes, anything Avalon. Ooh, I get goosebumps. So thank you, Lindsay. I hope that helped. And next up is our Ben.
Ben!
And I already went ahead and pulled for Ben.
All right.
Thank you, Carrie. Yeah, they are powerful. She's okay. Lindsay says, beautiful reading. Thank you all. You're welcome, my dear. So, Ben, I already went ahead and pulled cards for you. Queen of Air. Look at that. Queen of Swords. You are very articulate. You do not mince words. Or she wants you to. Okay. So this is the new Ben I'm feeling. Ben is stepping into his power. Okay. Ben has got picked up. There's no sword in here, but she has the sword of truth. The ability to communicate, the ability to think of something creatively, especially creatively, and making it manifest. And I love this owl right next to her. It's all about wisdom. Very wise beyond the years. Okay, bye, Lindsay. Thank you, sweetheart. So, Ben, I feel like you're stepping into your power, or she's telling you you need to step up. But I feel like with the new channel, this is the third time around, if I remember correctly, and I just feel like there's more like you being you. It's you standing your ground, speaking your truth, and just really being clear now and focused on what you want to do moving forward. And the other card that I have is the Four of Water, which is the Four of Cups. So you have it right already in your hand. You've already got those little pearls behind you. They're behind you. They're wisdom, they're experiences, but they need to stay in the past. You can call upon them as lessons, but they're in the past now, and you hold this right in your hand. You've got, and with the cups too, not just with emotions, but creativity. So you've got something new. So you're articulate. Yeah, I don't have to repeat myself. You're in your power, and you're moving forward, and you have that right in your hands, and you've got that vision of what you want to do. And I'm going to give it over to Jane.
Okay. All right. Oh, wow. I sounded like I was smoking too many cigarettes there or something. I'm like, yeah, here we go. All right, Ben, here we go. I'll give you a run. This is what's going on, Ben. I'm going to tell you right now. And I will make it go fast. So I think that you have been battling a little bit of some devilish energy here, because look how hot he is. I'm sorry. Does anybody watch Lucifer? Oh my gosh. Anyway.
Yes. Yes.
I love him. I love him.
What do you secretly desire?
Yeah. What do you really secretly desire? And she's like, anyway. Yeah. So I feel like you've been having a little bit of a battle with the devil lately, but what's happening is, look, You finally have just look at her. She's going, stop in the name of love. Okay, sorry. She's not really doing that, but see how her hands out like that, and like she's putting a stop to it. This is the queen of rods, wands, staffs, whatever. And so she's got all this creative energy, and she's even like sending it out there too. But you know, this is really telling that devil guy, get away from me, okay? Because you're going to justice will be had for you, Ben. And you know how I know? Because you're going to win that battle.
Ooh.
There you go with the six of wands, six of staves. You're winning. And but the really interesting part, I'm so sorry, but you know, people who know me know I do this. Up after you've done that, after you've slayed that devil, you have the so the three of chalices. So you're going to celebrate. Then you have the magician. Look at this. Then you have the world. So bizarre. And then you have the wheel.
Oh my
So
God.
I feel your whole world changing, and I just am I'm getting all goosebumpy and loving this that's what came up for you today. So yeah, these cards are great. These were so that's what I got for you then.
Jane, that means a lot and makes sense. Thank you so much. Wonderful. And really quick, hello, Pisces greeter. Hello, Teresa. Hugs back to you, my dear. And over to Nancy.
Ben, I went to the Sacred Hags Oracle for you, and the card that flipped out was Kalishi's Crag. And this is what it says. Grandmother speaks. All dies to begin again. This is a card of cycles. They say, but what if such words rob a thing of a good death? What if our over-attention to the coming birth denies us our good grief over a thing's loss? And what if the falling apart has its own magic? The moon spends just as much time waning as it does waxing, after all. We must embrace the whole of the cycle if we are to truly honor the spiral dance of time. That old Celtic hag called Kalish hardens into a crag at Imbolc, the cross-quarter day between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. And yes, she shall rise again at the first harvest, but for half of the year she remains rock. She is stone, but she is not waiting for flesh. She simply is. The stories of our becoming are not all about new beginnings and eternally swelling growth, and no true transformation occurs without great shedding. Since it's nighttime where you are, Ben, I'm going to read the Moonlight Ritual, and it's Moon Samyama. And the moon is in its waning crescent right now. And this is what it says, the ritual for you to do tonight. Before you crawl into the nest of your bed on this night, gaze at the moon. If you can do so from the comfort of your bed, my love, then you're surely blessed. Keep your gaze fixed on that celestial orb. In Sanskrit, this practice is samyama, absorption of an object of meditation. What part of the cycle is it in? If it's waxing, swelling towards fruition, then ask yourself, what is in your life is waxing? What grows now? What gains strength and illumination? If it's waning, ask what is going from your life right now? What is being released? Feel a kinship with Mother Moon now. Breathe and rest well.
Beautiful. Oh, wonderful cards tonight, Ben. Well, for everybody but Ben. That's wonderful. Thank you. So, ladies, we are at 6:10. I still have 4 starred. Are you good for a couple more?
I could do a couple more.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 more. Okay, so let's see. Is Carrie still in chat? Carrie, are you here? Well, let's see who I have. Carrie, I have JR. I know JR, you're here. Michelle and Sylvia. I don't know. Sometimes Carrie's internet drops and she go, oh, she's here. Okay, so let's do Carrie. I haven't done Carrie in a while. And then we'll do Michelle, and that should take us right up to 6:30. Is that okay, ladies? Okay.
I have something for Carrie.
Okay.
Let's see. It is, I'm not familiar with this goddess, Mama Kosha.
Mama Kosha. Yeah.
Kosha. It says water. And it says the empowerment message is, well, I'll do like what Heather does. Would you like the empowerment message or the alignment message, Carrie? I don't know. Let's see.
Empowerment, please.
Okay. Here it is. The world we inhabit began from the oceanic waters of life and the waters that surrounded us in the womb, both of which are the domain of the Incan goddess Mama Ocha. We are most attuned to the qualities of water as the element of water symbolically represents our emotions. Our emotions move us to make and perceive the world as we know it. The beauty of this truth is found in observing water in all her properties and forms. Water is a fluid that passes through cracks and flaws in the ground without stress, moving around obstacles and patiently wearing away at the most jagged of rocks until they are smooth and gleaming. Water ebbs and flows, comes and goes in powerful rhythmic motion as she sees the oceans reveal their promise and release in return. Water turns to hard ice and blankets the world in a protective shell. Then the ice melts and the cycles begin again. To answer your question lies in determining what form of water reveals the conditions of your life, and then recognizing the next evolution of your life's potential. If you're in ebb, you can expect to flow. If things are temporarily frozen, soon they will melt. If it seems that your world is too wet and temporary shelter is needed, you can expect new growth and sunny days again. Mama Usha reminds you the waters of your life are perfect as they are now, and just as perfect in a way that they will evolve. Unlimited potential is revealed when this goddess comes to visit.
Ooh, very nice. A lot of watery cards today. A lot
Yes,
of
and
clues.
unlimited potential. Isn't that beautiful?
What'd you say about shelter? Did you say something about shelter, Nancy?
Let me see. Hold on just a second. Let me go back.
Sorry. I believe you did.
I think so, yes.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Hey, Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Okay, because what I got was the gift of freedom. Break away from your attachments. So here you are, the gift of freedom. Break away from your attachments. And this is from the Sufi Wisdom Oracle. And this is the oracle that Mary Magdalene seems to like the most. And I work with Mary Magdalene a lot. And the poem is from Afliki. I'm probably saying that wrong. Anyway, shelter is found in solitude. Freedom is found in the elimination of worldly passion as a goal. And friendship is found in not having any inclination to control. And so life is seldom smooth. It's often full of setbacks and challenges. So what this saying is right now, it's your mantra with this card is, I'm letting love guide my actions, knowing that embracing responsibility is what will give me peace and personal sense of freedom to live the life which is right for me. Not anybody else, but what's right for you.
Okay, thank you. I was just letting Carrie know that Nancy had been doing with the water. And then now we just had Jane. So thank you for the beautiful messages. Oops, Nancy. There we go. Yeah. But beautiful messages for everybody. And Tamsy Faye popped in. Oop, that's not Tamsy Faye. That's Tamsy Faye. Hi,
Oh.
Tamsy Faye.
Yeah.
And so let me just take off there. Carrie, for you, I got the Wild Rose. Do it your way. Embrace your uniqueness, untamed. So the Wild Rose messages is you to be you. Don't hold yourself back for anybody or anything. Don't withhold your light. Don't be, don't hold yourself back from exploring your passions, what makes you happy, what brings you joy. Explore that untamed, your uniqueness, doing it your way. So there's that beautiful card right there for you. And the other card I have is healing is happening. And it's just so hard to see all the subtle, but there's all that beautiful energy, divine feminine energy, ancestors, goddesses, um, spirit guides just coming in. And this feels also like a Mother Mary energy here too, but with all the waters. And it says, you're not broken. Trust the process. It's safe to soften. So you're getting the message of um, embracing your uniqueness, whatever it is that you are going through. You are not broken. And it says it's time to soften, which for me also is love yourself. Don't be so harsh on yourself. Um, the divine goddess, the divine masculine, great spirit, the universe itself, all of nature and your guides, we all love you for who you are and your uniqueness, and not to change yourself for anybody, and to allow yourself to heal. It's almost feeling like you're almost not, I don't want to say we're not deserving of healing and we hold that back from ourselves. Sometimes we might do that subconsciously, but I'm feeling like making sure that make sure you keep a check on your thoughts. And sorry about, I have a bus out there and they were beeping. I don't know if you guys could hear that.
I thought
But
that
yes,
was outside my house.
Me
no,
too.
that was mine. So
Me
yes,
too.
so Carrie, be you. You're not broken. Soften, love yourself. Let that healing come in. You are so worthy of it. Alrighty. So we are at 6:18. So I think Michelle saw JR's been here since the beginning waiting. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do JR last. And Michelle and Sylvia will catch you on another show if that's okay, sweethearts. And JR will be our last read for the night. It'll take us right to 6:30. And what, you want to come up for the last reading? Okay. Come on. Oh, I was wondering if he was going to show himself. There we go. Thank you, Michelle. Let's see. What deck are we going to use, Mozzie? Which deck should we use for JR? Ow, ow, ow. Not the claws. That's not how we choose. Here. Ow. No. Alrighty. Yes, Miss Moonlight Kitty. Okay, Kari. Thank you, Heather. I can be my worst critic. We all can. Some of us know we need that little extra guidance, that little extra little nudge, a little extra hug from the great mama. What you wanna here? Okay. Just don't stick your butt in the camera, all right?
Cat butt, cat butt.
Don't go knocking my mommy's cards over either. All right. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. Nancy, were you ready?
I am.
Okay.
JR, I got the goddess Kuan Yin. the goddess of compassion. The empowerment message is compassion is what's needed right now to help you release perfectionism and defensiveness. The purpose of compassion is to help reduce suffering in the world. So be mindful not to judge yourself or others too harshly as you stumble through life's obstacle course. In fact, tuning into the energy of compassion and kindness almost instantly eradicates the stirred up energy of controlling thoughts and knee-jerk behaviors. The Chinese goddess of compassion, Kuan Yin, gently nudges you to ask yourself this question: what would kindness do in this situation? If you approach everything with that in mind, you will discover solutions and new paths unfolding before you. In fact, living with compassion as your guide really changes everything, right down to the products you buy and the food you eat. Today, make kindness a priority. The world will be a better place, and you will feel amazing as you see the miracles light up where you least expect them.
Ooh, beautiful. I love that they refer to Kuan Yin as the Mother Mary of the East
Yes,
because of the
that is
similar
beautiful.
energies. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And JR said that's me all the way. Nice.
Oh, good.
Miss Jane.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So there's something that they want to know. They're like the mirror card. What who or what is triggering you? Because you know that when you are triggered, it's because you see something or feel something from somebody else that you actually embody, and that part of you bothers you. So it's kind of good to see that reflection of what's triggering you, and then you dive into it and you go, oh, I do the same thing or whatever. So really this is telling you to take a really good look in the mirror, get emotional too, but and when you do that, you will get to the heart of the matter. You will get straight right. You're going to get so much clarity. It says align life's pathways through the heart. So whatever this is, whatever is triggering you when you look in the mirror, just it's like process it and then let it go. If you just let it go without processing, that can it can keep coming back up. So you want to process first, and then as the heart of the matter, align life's pathways through the heart. It says heart is the chamber of unity. It holds the essence of oneness and serenity. It's blind to the truth that is concealed within it. It is the clay that embraces both darkness and light. Remove the covering and behold this lovely heart basking in the light of truth. So this is you removing that covering from your heart and basking in the light of truth. And the mantra for this, oh, it's interesting. The mantra for this card, and every night when I lay down in bed, I said this like 3 times today already. I always, I do my meditation when I lay down in bed. I put on all my apparatus because I've got that sleep apnea. And then I lay there and I'm like, recalibrate my body, do all this stuff, align me. And this mantra right here says, I am recalibrating my frequencies to resolve the battle between my rational mind and my heart by letting my mind take care of my physical matters and letting my heart bring me into alignment with the true pathway of light. So it's seek and you will find.
Beautiful. And Nancy, you went already, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Kuan Yin.
That's right. Okay. JR said, sometimes I can give too many chances to the wrong people. I feel weak. When I see people like me, I hate it because I see where I went wrong. Well, hating ourselves is not going to help us. We need to just embrace us. Oh.
Yeah, so just you got to feel to heal. So you're ahead of the game. You know that. Yeah, yeah. You know that that you're doing that. You do that. So there you go.
And JR, thank you, because you just helped me, because I'm looking at this book here for this card, and there's like 3 different um, uh, readings for this particular card. So what I'm going to first start off though is I got the circle again. So know that you have your guides, your ancestors around you, protecting you, loving you, and also boundaries. This card is also speaking, seeing all those hands, creating healthy boundaries. Start setting them for yourself, for others, and sticking to it. And yes, we're going to slip up from time to time, like you mentioned in chat, but it's so important to just pick ourselves up and try to make them and reinforce them stronger next time. But really, the message is coming to you is making sure you create your healthy boundaries, you stand in your power, and know that your spirit family is around you. So, taming the wind in brief is all about purification, letting the wind move through you, letting that cleanse, sending prayers if you need help with things, like creating healthier boundaries, or if you have messages that you want to send to loved ones, or you have certain intentions that you want to manifest. One of the old ways of being able to do it is like attaching to feathers or ribbons and tying them to a tree and just letting the wind taking them and carrying them to spirit. But the taming of the wind was really about purification, just letting that wind blow through you. Also, taming the wind, things that people may say or do, just let that move right through you. Don't let that affect you, especially when you have those healthy boundaries in place. The card that I did want to focus on is called Ghost Dance. And this has to do with our ancestors. The ghost dance of the American Plains Indians united the spirits of the living with those of the ancestors to bring peace to the world. When the ancestors are honored, they bring harmony to us. So, again, your prayers, your intentions, when you talk to your loved ones and your guides, they are being carried on the wind. Spirit hears them, they hear it. But I'm going to go down to the medicine part of this card. And it says, if you are trapped in a vicious cycle of nostalgia, mourning a lost youth or opportunities missed, it is time to make an altar for the ancestors. Collect a few photos, light some incense, offer sage, and open the windows of your house to release them to their destiny and to the wind, the taming of the wind. Be wary of being snared in a relationship with someone from a past lifetime, as the people we love or hurt have a way of reappearing in our lives. There's no learning for you there anymore. So, like Jane was saying, what Nancy was saying, and what you said in chat, those mistakes you keep letting people in, let them go. Call upon your ancestors to help you, give you strength, give you clarity, and create those healthy boundaries, most of all. And that's what I have for you. And we are at 6:28. Ladies, we have one person left. Can we do we have enough time for one more? Okay, because Michelle is still here. Sylvia had to run off for an appointment, but I rarely get to read for Michelle. And if you ladies don't mind, I would love to be able to read for Michelle. And JR says, thank you. I appreciate it very much. You are most welcome, JR. And hello, Piora Traits. Or Pora. Oh, no, excuse me. Pora Traits. Sorry, I'm messing up your name. I've seen you before and I'm trying to remember how to say your name properly. But hello, welcome. Saying hi to Jackie. So, wow, we've had so many wonderful people coming in the chat today. Thank you, everybody. Please like, subscribe. Jane and Nancy's links are in the description. Nobody is simulcasting as I can see, but still support these ladies. They're wonderful readers. They have amazing gifts, and let's get everybody's numbers up there and help us build our channels. And hello, Scott. Welcome. Good to see you. Have to have you on again. It's been a while. So, Michelle, we are reading for you, my dear. Woo, the pressure.
I have something for Michelle.
Oh, okay.
Michelle, I went to the Sacred Hags Oracle for you, and the card that popped out is the cracking the cosmic egg. And this is what grandmother speaks. This is a card of creativity. Birth is violent, is it not? Look to the creation myths from around the world, and you will not find sweet and painless tales of whole worlds being born. No, you'll find much eruption and blood. You'll find grand and climatic interstellar storms and children burdened with terrible choices we would not wish on the wisest warrior. Creation demands our fearlessness, and no great art was ever born easily. Is now the time to crack that cosmic egg, dear child? Are you pregnant with some epic dream that wants your mothering? Know that manifestation is gnarly and press on. The world needs your medicine. And the morning ritual for this, Michelle, is Manifesto of the Wild Creatrix.
Ooh.
As close to waking as you are able, take to your journal. Write the manifesto of the Wild Creatrix using the prompts I offer here, or adjusting them if you see fit. This art is yours after all. And here are the prompts, Michelle. Art means new beginnings require. No more shall I. I hereby vow to, and may I always remember. And the moonlight ritual, prayer of the anguished artist. Imagine some ancestor in spirit who lived in a time that ended long ago, and yet in some way still is. Imagine them sharing your passion for whatever you might name your art. Gardening is an art. Cooking is an art. So too are singing, decorating, parenting, spell work, and anything that brings about a new creation. You as artists do not have total control over that creation, but rather choose to masterfully dance with universal energies and chaotic forces that influence your work. Imagine your ancestors standing next to you while you speak these words at your bedside. Blessed be the hearts that ache with unnamed longing for some unhatched creation. May they take solace in the warmth of infinite possibility. May they know themselves as the hallowed makers who weave the most colorful worlds into being. Our sanctuaries are covered in spilled paint and caked clay, and our prayers are shaped by ink, thread, and song. Blessed be the anguished artist, for they are the far-seeing change makers birthing this earth anew. And that's what I got for you, Michelle.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful. And she says, I love a good journal prompt. Me too. Thank you, Nancy. And thank you, Allison. Thanks for coming. Alrighty. She says they were wonderful, wonderful live, great live, she said, ladies. So and Miss Jane.
All right. Michelle Marie, right? That's who we're reading for?
Michelle Marie. Yep.
Yes. Okay. I'm just out of curiosity. Did you ever read the trilogy, His Dark Materials? The first book was The Golden Compass. The second book was the Subtle Knife, and the third book was The Amber Spyglass. So I ask you this because in this Nine of Pentacles, where normally the Nine of Pentacles has the falcon, the hooded falcon or whatever, this one has like I don't know that this is a ferret. It might be a marmot. But in that book, in his Dark Materials, in that trilogy, we all have an animal that that is our animal, and you can send it off ahead and you can have it do things, but they take care of you. So you have an animal that is taking care of you. Yes, you are all that. You're in your garden, but you also have your marmoset, or your and it looks like Michelle too. Yeah, kind of different colored hair. But yeah, so you are all that. This is very interesting. And it's so interesting because then I get the world, and I know that you're an astrologer. So, you know, and look at him, he's looking up at the stars too. And it's almost like, in order to uh navigate this earthly energy, you know what. Oh, you haven't read that trilogy? Okay. And it's not the best trilogy in the world, but it's interesting. Anyway, but it's funny because he's looking up, and look at, he's got like sigils in his hands. And I think, you know, when we are we have always from caveman on, I'm sure, have like looked at the stars to orient ourselves to where we are. And that's what I know you do, is you orient yourself with the stars. So you bring the world and the meaning to it through your astrology. And that is the thing that you are connected to. We have the lovers here. So also it is your relationship as well, but it is also that higher being, that higher-ness that you are connected to, because the lovers card is about things that we are connected to. And you know, usually this is an angel here. This is, looks like the Pope or whatever. But I feel like yeah, like it's like you're, this is the way you view the world and orient your world. And that brings in Saint Michael and justice. And you seek that justice, and that and you use Saint Michael's sword too. It's what it's going to do. Because it looks like you might have an inkling that somebody might have gotten away with something a little bit more than they should have, there with the Seven of Swords. So, but oh,
Really?
interesting. Okay. All right. That's very
You're a
interesting.
monk and
Yeah.
astrologer in a past life. Very cool, Michelle.
Yeah. Well, there
And
it is.
lovers, Jonathan. Aw,
And yeah, and there there it all is right there.
beautiful. I love that. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Thank you, Jane.
Welcome. Thank you.
So, Michelle, I got the Hermit card for you, and I love the keys. So many keys. Which one opens the door? But with the Hermit, it's about time to, well, like what she says here, time out. Um, Sometimes it's necessary to take time out for regrouping and introspection. This is a temporary experience, but one necessary for my growth, for your growth. When I step back, retreat, regroup, and renew, I have a clear perspective on everything in my life. So moving forward, I have, it's interesting. Somebody had the 9 of Cups or something. I have the 9 of Fire. I have the 9 of Wands. And this one here is caution, uncertainty, and reevaluating circumstances. So, yeah, some stuff has, I know you've shared with me that has recently occurred. So it's time to take a step back, regroup, try to figure things out. But it says here, my sense of uncertainty is my inner wisdom telling me to bring illumination to my situation, to allow insights to arise and guide me before I take my next step. Questioning is good. I will look carefully to see if a different path may be right for me at this point. So at one point, the Hermit, regrouping, refiguring things out, reevaluating how you want to move forward. And I love these little stars. These are all different stars that are just shining really bright. They're all you. They're all different paths that you've been on that you can take. And I love how on the card they're actually like little fireflies or little fire fire, yeah, fire fairies, coming out of them. So and there's the stars again too. You study the stars, you work with the stars. And the third one I have is the Three of Earth, which is the Three of Pentacles. So yes, you are working on teamwork, building new solid foundations, group efforts. I don't know if you're starting to come across new work or a new plan ahead, but it looks like you have some sort of dedicated collaboration in the works. And it says here, what I am building is grounded in a solid foundation, so I know I can trust that it will not slip away suddenly. I am joined by others in coordinated efforts to bring forth what we have chosen to co-create. The architecture of my dreams is becoming tangible, taking shape before me, and I share my joy and pride with my partners and supporters. Teachers and students, we are all learning, growing, and building collaboratively, just like we are right now on the channel and with everybody in chat. So, Michelle, to me, that's just very, very positive cards. Having to take that little bit of a step back, but regrouped, rethought everything, focusing on the stars, so to speak, and moving forward. So, yeah, those are my curse for you, sweetheart.
Yeah.
And she says that she pulled the Nine of Wands yesterday. And let me just back up because she's been saying, okay, love it, Jane. I was a monk. Okay, got that. And oh, wow, Jane, I'm going through a Seven of Swords scenario right now. Gerald called it out weeks ago. Fabulous read. Okay, pull Nine of Wands. And yes, we're planning away. Awesome. All righty.
Yeah. What I got about that Seven of Swords situation is they want you to walk away from it. Whatever, I don't know what it is, but that whatever that Seven of Swords situation is, it's a get her done and move it on. It's a eight of cups is the way through that. So
Yeah.
I don't know the situation, but that's what I'm getting. I just wanted to go back and look and see what I got since you said that.
Perfect. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you all so much for sharing your gifts and encouragement. You're welcome, my dear. Thank you for always reading for us and doing the same, when we have questions and being our supports. And thank you, Jackie. Yes, lovely messages, ladies. So before we go, Jane, is there anything that you want to share coming up this week on your channel?
Well, tomorrow morning I have Tuesdays with Tarot Stash. And then on Thursday at noon, me and Sharon are going, Sharon Strawberry Rhubarb Tarot. Sharon, we're gonna get out there and get silly like we always do, I'm sure. But we're gonna be doing readings, but come for the fun because that's
Yes. Sharon,
you know,
Sharon can be a hoot. Yes.
yes. And we tend to egg each other on a lot. So
it'll be a lot of fun. And you, Nancy, anything?
I am just taking it easy for the rest of the week.
There you go. Working on your
I'll
altar and working with Carolyn.
Yeah, and I'll be watching.
She'll be lurking.
Yes.
And let's see. For me this week, I have Wednesday Investigative Tarot. I have a deck casual with Gerald for the Tina Gone tarot book and cards from Lambrithos that will be, or Seven Sphere as they're called. We'll be doing a deck casual on that. And Friday, my regular show with Allison, and I might be doing a new moon on Thursday with Ginger Faye. Just have to still nail it down and see if we're going to do it. So, Ben, oh my goodness, it's late where you are. Thank you for being here. Thank you for letting us read. And Michelle says really quick, walking away and moving on. Great advice, Jane. Yep. So, and Tom, you're still here. Thank you. Thank you. He says, awesome live and readings, everybody. Thanks, Tom. And thank you again, ladies. And we will see everybody on our next live. Have a good evening.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.